Hey there, Earth signs. It's Maggie from Moon Directed. Welcome to my channel. I have got Mercury and retrograde issues going on all over the place around here. It's kind of crazy, but I am cobbling it together. I'm making it work. I am being my Capricorn rising self and figuring out a way around it. So today, for the astrology, I'm just going to briefly go over it, and then I am going to pull a couple of cards for each sign. I would watch the whole thing though, because the last one I did, there were messages sprinkled throughout for everybody. Okay, so the astrology this week is, and this is a technical term, tough. I'm really not going to get into all the details of it because there's so much, and there are lots of astrologers out there who have been putting out videos, and there's lots you can watch on it if you really want to deal with that energy. I recommend strongly that you pull your energy in, that you breathe, that you take care of yourself, that you love yourself, and that you really think about where it is you want to go from here. And this has been that full moon that we had in Aries last week was a real spotlight on what hurts, right? It was in conjunction with Chiron, and it said, hey, you know, this is that thing that's been bothering you, this thing that you know you need to do something about. This is that thing that you've been avoiding doing something about, and before it does something about you, make a choice, right? We had that Seven of Cups overall energy last week about, you know, there were choices and decisions to make. And you have about 2 weeks, because when that moon goes new in Libra, it is about relationship balancing, relationship with yourself, relationship with others, putting yourself first as far as, are you taking care of your health? You know, what are you doing to balance out your life? Because these things are going to be coming up. And so I really can't encourage you enough. Okay. Virgo gets 2 cards on that. Oh. Okay. So that's, I really want to recommend that. I want to point out a couple of days that are pretty good is Monday. Monday, the moon is in Taurus, and it is in a very nice conversation with all the planets in Capricorn. And so I think you'll be feeling good about what you're thinking about what your next steps are, and it would be a good day to do some action. The moon is going to be moving into its shadow on Wednesday. And so on that day, Mercury is going to be in opposition with Taurus. With Uranus over in Taurus. So that is going to be some tough energy day. So heads down on that one. This is why we're pulling our energy in and protecting ourselves as much as possible and focusing on what we can do. I can tell you on Friday, as explosive as most of that energy is, pay attention to your dreams. What are your dreams for yourself? What are your goals that you want for yourself? What are you working toward? Really focusing in on what you can do, because you can't do anything about so much of what's happening right now, but you can start planning for what you're going to do next and how you're going to take care of yourself and what it is that you want to do. So that's a really great day for that. Saturday evening, the moon is going to move into Leo. When that happens, I think this is where we start to step into our power, where we start to say, I am important, I do matter, I pick me. Choose yourself. This is a great week to do that. You were looking at those Seven of Cups last week. Which one really resonates? Which one is the one where you go, no, that's really what I want. And I don't care what everybody else thinks. And I don't care what everybody else says. Because that is the one that resonates with my heart space. That is the one that matters. All right, so for you, Taurus, you have Waking the Lion. That is that power. That is that stepping into the energy of who you are. That is totally taking control of your life. And so that is number 19, which 1 + 9 is 10. That's like a new beginning. That's a leadership role. It says here, boldness and the courage to move forward even without knowing the way. Facing that which is difficult or painful, the audacity to step into the unknown. That courage, that bravery, that, oh my gosh, it is time. It is so much time to do that thing, whatever that thing is, that you've been putting off, that you know that you want to do, that you've been planning carefully, that you've been, oh gosh, not wanting to rock the boat too much on, but slow and steady moving toward. It is time. Regardless of the outer conditions right now, you can't wait for fear to lessen before you move forward. In fact, despite the chaos and the seeming disarray, you must be bold. Whatever your trepidation, act as if you have deep trust that all will be well. And so it's kind of a fake it till you make it, right? I trust it's going to be okay. I trust that it's going to be okay. I trust that it's going to be okay. And you start moving forward, and guess what? It'll be okay. Always. And you have balance. You have balance. And balance says, abandon prejudice and ego so you can see true colors of your world and feel the happiness that is achieved through balance. Find harmony with all things material and spiritual. Be at peace. So Libra season is about finding the balance. And Libra is ruled by Venus, and Venus also rules your sign, Taurus. And so this is the balance in relationships. This is the balance in health. This is, especially for you, if you are Taurus rising, this is your 6th house of balance, work and life. And so what can you do in your life? What can you release? What can you let go of that you don't want to take into the next step, phase? The world is not going back. Okay? If 2020 has explained anything to us, it's explained we are not going back. We can only go forward. But we are dragging too much crap with us. So what can you release? What can you let go of in order to allow yourself to move forward in a way that really works for you? Where can you trust yourself and trust the divine to lead you? So fear isn't about, oh gosh, courage. Courage isn't about doing things because you aren't afraid. It's about doing things even though you're afraid. So be courageous. Waken the lion. Okay? All right. Who's next? Virgo. Yeah, Virgo. Virgo, you got the perfect harmony one. Somebody else just got that. I don't recall. Don't recall. Leo, I think. Okay, so in perfect harmony. So it is a French horn. It is the notes. It is the notes. It is the sound. It is the what resonates with your heart. And I want to encourage you to listen to music this week, but it's about resonating with your soul. Like what really feels right, what sounds right, what makes you feel like, yes, that's beautiful. That's what I want. That is how I want my life to go. You got 2 advice cards. So I'm curious to see. Okay, yes. So it is about what. So look for, it's number 11, very spiritual number. Look for, and it's also the number of balance, right? 11 is. It says here, togetherness, healthy and harmonious partnerships, commitment to a relationship, collaboration with others, and interdependence, as opposed to codependence or independence. Interdependence. That is being fully yourself and being able to be in a relationship with someone else who is fully and wholly themselves, and yet together it's like when you have 2 musical instruments and both of them can play a piece, right? And they can both play it beautifully, but when you put it together, it has more body, more resonance, more soul stirring energy, right? So synergy, it has more synergy, right? And so this is what you're kind of looking for here. Know that you're bringing different gifts to the table, and you don't have to be the exact lockstep with everyone else. Being your authentic self actually brings you into alignment with others. You are a note in a harmony that neither overpowers nor is overpowered by any other. Your beautiful interdependence allows you all to shine. Allows you all to shine. This is the week where we choose to shine. So you had intuition and trick come up. And so I just want to, what resonates? What doesn't? If it's a sour note, then it's not for you and you need to release and let go. So listen into your heart space and go, okay, you know what? That makes sense to me. Or that feels icky. That's a technical term. That's icky. I'm not doing that. What resonates with your heart space? Intuition. You have a clear vision of things to come, and your wisdom has been guiding you. Continue to use the sense of intuition to direct your current path. Trust your instinct. Trust you. There will be people out there that are going to be trying to sell you on an idea, sell you on a plan, sell you in the direction they think you should go, sell you something, and it doesn't ring true. This is about being authentically who you are. Trust your instinct and share the divine message with your heart. With those concerned, be open to needed changes. We are all, like, we can't stand. This world is just moving forward. So, oh my gosh, Capricorn, look what you have. This is a beautiful card. It is called Beautiful Uncaging. Releasing yourself to be authentically who you are. It is number 14. 1 + 4 is 5. That is the energy of change. That is the catalyst of change, right? It is like not always easy. But then again, Capricorn, how does this work, right? So Capricorn, what do we do? What do we do? We look up and we're like, it's like we're climbing the mountain and we look up and we go, well, where's the next foothold, right? And then we get there and we're like, okay, so now what's the next best step? I mean, come on. That is how we manage life. And eventually when you get to the top, you can look down and you can see the vista spread out in front of you and you're like, oh my gosh, that was so worth the effort, right? Okay, so keep that in mind. All right, so action, movement with purpose, effort, putting in the motion with their intention, making choices from an empowered and thoughtful place, positive change. This is not the time for rest. The time for rest is over. Change is in the air. This is a powerful time when deliberate action is needed to move your intentions out of the realms of thought and into the material, from ideas into actions. How do you approach your relationship to the invisible world as it influences the visible? Do you see the relationships? Do you recognize yourself as unique, whole, and worthy, being who has a special place in the world, whose offerings are valuable, whose life has meaning? You are a mighty co-creator, so step into that power and see your intentions manifest in the world in real and positive ways. And you have with that surrender. And I want to say surrender to the journey ahead. Surrender, and in that you just need to see the next step. You don't need to see the whole thing. You just need to surrender into the divine and trust and follow your intuition and that inner guidance that will take you in the direction you want to go. Your inner compass, which is your heart space, right? But it's action time and you do need to go. So surrender to the journey. This is a moment of awakening and relief. It is done. Step back to see the big picture. Okay, so you have been cooking up an idea and you have been figuring out some of the things, but you've been waiting for the right moment. And I want you to imagine how it will feel when you accomplish what it is that you're setting out to accomplish. Feel into that energy, feel into that energy. How does it feel? Imagine the joy, the happiness, the sense of accomplishment. And then when you've got that and you're holding that sense, clap your hands. It is done. And then start moving. Because you have sealed that energy into your heart space of where it is you're going and how. It is done. Surrender the how and just start moving and allow the universe to guide you and bring it to you. So it says step back to see the big picture instead of fighting a battle you cannot win. Stop struggling, concede, and preserve your energy for the next move. It's just the next move. You don't have to know everything. You just need to know what the next move is and surrender to the divine to guide you. Very, very exciting energy. Okay? You guys have got this. There is tough week. Tough couple months coming up. But the more that you pull your energy in, the more you center into yourself, the more you focus on your personal growth, your personal connection with the divine, your personal goals and dreams. Because this energy does not last forever. It just feels like it at the moment. So focus on you. Pick you. Do what's best for you. Take the next step. And then look and see what the next one is after that. All right? You guys have got this. I will see you. I hope I'll be back later this week. We will wait and see what happens with technical stuff. If I get these uploaded, we're doing good. All right? You guys take care, and we will talk soon. All right? Be good to yourselves.